Good morning, everybody. It is May the 1st. Today, we're going to be using a small child's ball. If you do not have a small child's ball, a dog's toy, a rolled up pair of socks, something that is contained a very, very small pillow, something that you can toss up into the air and catch, that you can move around your body, would be great. And if it's a ball, bonus, you get to bounce it. That would be great too. We're going to need a pair of weights. We're going to use our chair at the end, and we're going to be using our step stool today. So if you have a step stool or a step ladder at home, you're going to want to pause this and go grab that. If you do not feel comfortable using it, then don't. I will be teaching the exercise without the step stool and with the step stool, so you can still do the same thing. We're just upping our game a little bit. With the step stool, you'll want to have it pushed against something so that it does not slide, or you'll want to have it somewhere where you can hold on while you're stepping up if you do not have it pushed against something, so that you're not pushing it forward and out from under you. So we want to take care that we're not putting ourselves in unnecessary danger. All right. Make sure you have your water, check your floor all the way around you and see what's going on. Pick up your small ball and let's get down to business. All right. Dun-dun. This is appropriately named Beach Ball Body Slam. All right, so if you have a ball, go ahead and bounce that. If your ball is anything like mine, it's not perfectly round and my floor is not perfectly flat, so it's want to go places. If you do not have a ball and that can bounce, then you're going to want to start tossing it in your hands. So I want to recommend that everybody, we're going to do both of those things. If you've got a bouncy ball, you want to just toss it from hand to hand. You toss it up. This is going to help your hand-eye coordination. Add a bounce in there, and a small toss. And of course, you're moving around a little bit. What do you feel comfortable with? All right. The whole goal of this is to stay comfortable and moving, yeah? Make sure when you're bouncing, you're using both hands to bounce with, not just your primary hand. My ball is just bouncy enough that it wants to bounce out of my hand. Do a little more tossing here. Good. Now, we're going to start by taking it behind our back. So we're going to work on reverse arm flexion. We're flexing back, and then just change the direction you're going. So you're still going behind your back. You're just using one arm as the lead, and then the other arm as the lead. So you're having to squeeze those shoulders back. Let's take it down as long, arms down as long and low as you can go. So you're down here behind your boupé. And then what we want to do is we want to fold those arms and take them as high as they can go. And then, of course, you want to change the direction of your lead arm. Good. Now, let's go around the neck. Which means you have to lift those elbows up. And, of course, change the direction to a different lead arm. Excellent. Now, we're going to stand and lift. We're going to bring that knee up, pass it. If you don't want to pass the ball, actually, then you can put the ball down and just touch your fingers under your knee, okay? What do you feel comfortable with? Good. Now, this is a good way for us to do our balance warm-up. Chase the ball. Lift it. There you go. 4, 3, 2, 1. And just go back to our little toss. Maybe another bounce. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pause that right there. Let's go ahead and set this guy out of the way so it does not attack us later on. Stay right there, buddy. All right. We're going to go into forward lunge. What we're going to do is we will alternate our forward lunge, and we will, whatever leg you step with, the opposite arm is what comes up, because you remember you want to do things in opposition. So stepping forward with your right leg, left arm comes up, etc. We'll add 2 arms, and then we're going to add open movement. We're not adding weights on these 2, okay? Because we're wanting to stretch. So this is part of our stretching, and we shall continue with that. Here we go. Stepping forward into a lunge. Opposite arm. So left. If you want to add a little bit, then make it a push with your hand, a flat push right there. Good. So you're still stretching your arm. Push that heel of the palm in the same direction as your knee. Excellent. Let's do 2 more. Now, shake it out. Double palm. So we're going to push with both hands no matter what leg it is. Push. But when you bring it back, take your elbows back behind you so you're squishing your shoulder blades. So we're pushing and squishing our shoulder blades. Push. Keep it even, as if you're pushing an appliance, a bear that's trying to eat you. Somebody you're just pushing the car that stalled out. Pushing the ice cream away, which we all know none of us are going to do that. And then squeeze those shoulder blades. Let's do 2 more. Ready? Left foot. And then right foot. Come in. Shake it down. Now, when we step over with the left foot, right hand is going to greet everybody. So we're going to go, hello. Same thing on the other side. Hello. So you're doing this big across the body around. Across the body and around. Excellent. Come into my house and take all my pizza. But don't take my pie. 1 more. All right. Let's pause it for a second. Grab a drink if you need to. I need one. We're going to do the same thing in reverse. We're going to be stepping back. Okay. So you want to make sure you go into that toe heel position. Toe heel. So you're focusing on the back leg. Front leg, you're focusing on the front leg. When you do the reverse, focusing on the back leg. So we will alternate. And we will do the opposite thing. So when we step back with our left leg, our left arm pushes flat. So I'm going to step back with my right leg and watch my left arm. It's going to push up with a flat palm, straight arm, and come back. Upper body is nice and straight. You're not bending over to do like this. So we're going to engage the core. We'll do singles, doubles, and then we'll welcome everybody into the household. Okay, here we go. Toe heel. There we go. Push that palm straight back. Here. Now, once you get past that toe heel position, where you feel that your leg is sufficiently warmed up, then you may go into a traditional lunge position, which is where you're on your toe and your knee bends. Okay, pick what it is that you need to focus on. And if you need a chair to assist with stability, while you're doing the 2 things, the hand and the foot, please feel free to do so. Good. Upper body is up, keeping the core engaged here. All right, let's shake it out. Double hands, ready? Take your time. Get yourself situated. Hold it for just a tick. Long enough for your body to go, Let's do 2 more. Left foot back. Right foot back. Now we're going to do big open with 2 arms. Big movement. Big movement. 1 more. Okay. We're going to sit down now. So grab your chair. I'm going to leave my chair sideways so that you can see what's going on from head level to the back. We're not going to use our weights just yet, but if you need to, have them in front of you or put them on the chair behind you. We're going to be doing wood chopper. We're going to start with the arms, add the weights in, okay? And I'm going to demonstrate what to do if you cannot go overhead. So those will be the things that are going on. All righty. So everybody sit down on the front edge of your chair. Sit up nice and tall with your heels underneath your knees. Just like so. Take your arms up. And you can put your hands together with your thumb sticking out. And you're going to take your hands behind your head, letting the hands touch the back of your head. And come back up. Now, if this is not a position you can do, then you start with your arms out here. and you fold them in and touch underneath your chin, and you come back out. So that is the mod. So if you cannot go overhead, you're going to flip it and roll it here. If you can go overhead, this is where we're going to start. We're going to do 1, 2. Notice I'm not ducking my chin when I do this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go ahead and bring your arms all the way down and go ahead and go right into a shoulder roll when you do that. Now we're going to do what we call a side to side, and you can do this no matter whether you go up or over. So you're going to stick your thumbs up. You're going to take your hand to one side, touch your thumb to your shoulder, out, touch your thumb to the other shoulder. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, depending on how your shoulders are doing, if you don't want to have a heavy weight, you can pick that ball back up, and you can go right here and do your 8 count, or you can go right here and do your 8 count, or you can pick up one weight and do it. So go ahead and grab your choice. Now let's go into position, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to roll to the front and do the shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, pick up the other weight if you want to, or stay right where you are. Let's go overhead and do the last 8 counts, or to the front, whichever you choose. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it out and down, and go right into that shoulder roll. All righty, you guys. Go ahead and slide your chair out of the way and get it tucked back in or pushed back out of the way so it's not in your way. I've said way too many times. On any kind of overhead wood chopper thing, this is always a great thing to use. You can use the ball. You can use your yoga block so that you are still doing the arm movement without any heavy extra resistance. Okay, so feel free to substitute these things when you need to, because you need to be doing the movement, whether it's overhead and flexing back or in the front and flexing under. And this is a great way to do it with little to no resistance using the ball or a yoga block. You can always take your weights up 1 and then 2. So if you're at 1, you can hold the weight like this. And then when you're at 2, you hold the weight like this. There's a million ways to modify that particular thing. So go ahead and put those things down. We're going to get our step stool out now, and I'm going to pull mine away from the wall because I have a place for me to hold on, so I don't feel like this is going to slide too far for me. I also have one of those step stools that has a flip back, and me stepping into the flip back, I could get my foot caught in there, so I let the step down and I turned it to face the other way so that this is open for me. So I want you to make sure that your step stool is appropriately and safely taken care of. Okay, just like if you would use it for anything else, is it going to be safe for you to use? All right, but we're going to start by doing the exercise on the floor. So what you would simply do is you would start from a closed position. You'll step forward with your left leg, and I'm going to turn sideways. And I'm going to use the counter to demonstrate how you can hold yourself steady. I'm going to step forward with my left leg. As I lift my back leg, my right leg, I'm going to keep it relatively straight and come up on my toe, come down, and close it up. Same thing with my right legs. Step forward, lift and lift, come down, and close it up. So that's basically all it is. You're taking a step forward, and you're lifting that back leg and coming down. Lifting that back leg and coming down. When you do it on the step stool, you lift and you come down. You step and lift and come down. So there's no toe raise on the step stool. Toe raise is on the floor. And if you don't want to do toe raise, you just make sure you lift that leg up. But remember, you're not bending it like this. You're trying to keep that leg relatively straight so that you're working right here in this big joint. Okay? Now, on the song that we're fixing to do, we will do 8 on the floor for everybody. And then we'll shift to the step stool. Those who want to stay on the floor will stay on the floor. Those of us who want to use a step stool will use a step stool. You have the choice of what you're going to do. All right. Starting with that left leg, shall we? Make sure you're limber and loose here, guys. You want to step and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great way to warm up your legs. 6 before you actually do a step. 7. I need a raised step. And 8. Now, if you're staying on the floor, continue with that. The rest of us who want to go to the step stool, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do not get distracted when you're doing this. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Everybody step off, shake it out for just a second. Now, what I would like for us to do is we're going to step forward with our left leg and take that right leg out. So you're going to go here. Okay, step with the right foot, take it out. The little counter lift. So if you're stepping onto your right leg, you kind of have to lean right to hold your balance. You can have a chair right in front of you, your wall for balance. 1 more. Now, adjust your step stool if you need to. I am going to adjust for this one. Put it right there. If you want to use the step stool, use the step stool. If you don't, continue on as you were. Out to the side. Out to the side. And this is where having that little wall or even another chair comes in handy. Good. So choose what you want to do. We're going to do 2 more of the step stools. Hopefully you guys have continued on the other side. It's a good workout either way. Let's come back to the floor and do 2 of these regular right here. Good. Hopefully you're beginning to feel it a little bit right here. We're going to add more to that. So make sure your step stool is safely out of the way, that you're not going to run into it or kick it in any way, shape, or form. We're going to be doing a 1, 2, 3 kick, which is basically 1, 2, 3 kick, 2, 3 kick. But we're going to add weights. So you'll have those where you can grab them and add them in as a row while you're going along, okay? That's pretty much it. We might kick out to the side after a while, which we've already practiced doing. But the count is always 1, 2, 3, kick. And then you step 1, 2, 3. It's like 1, 2, kick, 1, 2. So you're always going to be alternating the foot you kicked with if you're stepping correctly. All right. So have your weights ready. We'll pick them up to row when you're ready to do that. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. 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 Big arms. Kick. 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 And kick. Kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. 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 1 more. And shake it down for just a moment. Take up your weight. Let's march. You want a little tiny row because in the process of marching and kicking, your arms are going to do weird things. So the general idea is you have something like this going on while you're marching and kicking. You'll figure out a pattern, what works for you. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3. Kick, 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 kick. Good. Kick, 2, 3. Kick, 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 kick. Here we go. Now, if you're not exactly on, that's okay. Four more. 3, 2. That was the last one. All right. Roll those shoulders forward and roll them backwards. Go ahead and turn your hands that same way as well. Now, we're going to do a side kick. So if this left leg goes out to the side, your left arm needs to go across. So you're going to go here and down, or here and down. So you just kind of roll your arms up and then roll them up. So make sure you kind of plant it over your bottom foot, your foundational foot, and you use your arms with the weight as a lovely little counterbalance. Activating your abs, doing some arm resistance, because you're going across the front of your body. Good. Try not to beat up your furniture with your feet. Excellent. Two more. And march. Go right back into our row. And shake it out with the arms. Whew. A lot of legs, some arms. Let's go to a wide stance, please. All right. As wide as you can control. And you need to be able to sit over into this hip and then this hip. So we're doing skater, which means when you sit over to one side, this leg needs to be relatively straight. So you're stretching. Keep your weights tucked for the moment. Let's do left. And then right. Now make sure you're taking that hip back and you're easing into the stretch at the top of your thigh and your inner thigh. Good. Take your time to kind of sit into it, enjoy the stretch there. Don't bounce and don't press too hard. Stretching is about what feels good to you. All right. Your feet slip, adjust them back in. And one more. I got to do my right one here. All right. We've got our weights with us. We're stretched and open. So when you bend to the left, your left arm is going to go down. On the inside of your leg, come right back up. Inside of your leg. And the reason for this is if you go too far, you can always bend your elbow and stop it. All right? So if you're thinking, oh, it's too much, bend your elbow, you're good. Here. And here. Now my shoes have decided that I need to take a trip to Split Land. No. Make sure when you're bending that you've got your lumbar in good position, your belly button's tucked in, right? But you're doing it safely, reaching down for that shoe from this position. Two more. 2 and 1. Heel toe, walk it in. Shake your legs out and put your weights down. All right, get your chair. Push it somewhere where it's not going to move. We're going to do upright bird dogs. All right. Hand on a chair. And make sure that's not going anywhere. I'm going to have my right hand on the chair. My left arm is going to go up. My right leg is going to go back. And we're going to draw that into the center. Push it out and don't touch. We'll do 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to do this one. Take it out and hold it for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in and down. Shake your legs out. Shake your arms out. All right. Left hand on the chair. Right hand in the air. Left leg back. Draw it in towards your belly button. And take it back out. And we will begin our count. Ready? 1, 2, and notice there's a pause for you to hold that. 3, and straighten it out. 4, there you go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now take this one out and hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in and down. Go ahead and step away. Let's do our little hip hula. Bird dogs are a wonderful, wonderful way to use all of the muscles in your body. You can do them straight up against the wall by holding your hand like this, taking one arm up and one foot back, and you draw it front, and you do that little lift that we did back here, okay? You can do them straight up. You can do them in this angle. You can do them at this angle, and you can do them on the floor. All right. Let's get our chair back to stretch and cool off, shall we? Sit on the front edge of your chair, heels underneath your knees, and rock on those sit bones. That ought to feel really good right in there. I'm going to slow it down just a little bit so I can get that stretch, that low stretch out of my hips into my obliques right here. And I'm just going to kind of slow it down even more so I can just kind of make my own body feel it. You do you, boo. All right, let's do a little hula while we're sitting here. And the other way. All right, right hand, left arm back. Give yourself a little bit of a twist. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide it down. Rock a little bit as you come through the center. And let's reorient left arm, right arm back, and get you a little bit of a twist for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it down, come back to center, do a little twist. And I'm going to stay right there. I'm going to do something a little different at the very end. Go ahead and sit all the way back in your chair. Lift your feet up. Lift your hands up. So we're going to roll our right hand into clockwise roll, and then our left side into counterclock. So they're rolling in towards one another, right? Dun, 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 dun. So if you put your lefts down, go ahead and roll these guys clockwise, and then roll them counterclockwise. Got it. Let's do the right foot counterclockwise, and then clockwise. All right. So now what I want you to do is take your left leg and your right hand, roll them together, and then the other way. Now think about this for a second. I want you to roll your left foot in and your right hand in. So they're going to be going opposite each other. Okay. Most of you can do this. Yes. Come to center and roll it the other way. So everything's going out. 3 and 4. All right. So let's do the right leg. Left hand. We're going to roll them both out and both in. Now, left hand goes in, right foot goes in. So you're going to do that. Boop, 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 boop. And the other way, go out, 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 out. Put your leg down, shift your hips a little bit, hands This is the fun part. Gonna blow your mind. Pick up your left foot and your right hand. No, sorry. Pick up your left foot and your left hand. Now, try to make them go the opposite ways. It's hard, isn't it? One is going out and one is going in. You really have to think about it because your foot wants to shift and go the same way as your hand. Now go the other way. That's actually a little easier once you start thinking about it, but it takes a minute for your brain to go, wait, what am I doing? All right, let's try the right side now. One is going to go in, one is going to go out. So I'm going to choose in on the bottom. And I really kind of have to exaggerate the movement in order for my hand and my brain to comprehend that they're going two different directions. All right, let's go here. And I'm going to take my hand in and my foot out. Ooh, my foot does not want to cooperate. I cannot get these two to work in sync. Okay, so this one is going that way. Ooh. Anyway, I thought that was an interesting thing, is that when they're all together, you can get both hands to do the same, and that works. And you can get opposites to work together, but getting the same hand and the same leg to go two different directions makes your brain pause and go, what are you asking me to do? And it's something to think about. There's nothing wrong here. It's just one of those things where you're trying to get the same side to do two opposite motions, and it takes a hot second for your brain to figure out what that's doing, because it's they're at tandem. It's used to things working in tandem, okay? But when you start telling it to go opposite, you really have to make sure that it's really a big movement to make it opposite up. You guys, thank you very much for joining me today. I appreciate you hanging out with me, and we'll catch you on the flip side.